Welcome to a short introduction and demonstration of Hydra on how Hydra software and services can drive and support your organization and digital transformation. We'll focus on tracking projects, improving visibility and predictability of projects, and importantly, standardization through defined best practices across any project delivery. We'll be talking about these three main themes in Hydra: a simple to use yet powerful project and resource management feature set, interactive reporting and business intelligence, and a key feature for Hydra, the definition of best practices to repeat and improve processes. This involves pre-built knowledge and governance, helping you to standardize and improve how you deliver your projects. We call this blueprinting. Let's explore what we'll be covering in the demonstration itself, showcasing a powerful set of Hydra features used in a simple way with a focus on project tracking and resource allocation. The flow of the demonstration could assume that a new project has just been agreed and has already been created in Hydra. Now, a new project in Hydra isn't just a blank container. We have our powerful blueprints feature that's a definition of all of your best practices. So the project manager, and by extension the resources, never start from scratch. Creating this mostly pre-built project only takes a few clicks and includes built task structures, knowledge and guidance, document templates, approval processes, project checkpoints, and defined project deliverables, all coming together to help you standardize how you run your projects using Hydra. You can also define risk using a blueprint, so your team can focus on common risks ahead of time and always be prepared for them with a mitigation strategy. To complement this, a Hydra Assured Success team can be available to help you identify areas for improvement in your best practice and help evolve and improve it over time. Working with us together in partnership, we want to help you grow and will be on hand to help you get the most out of our solutions. The person responsible for overseeing this new project will get an email informing them that they're ready to go in Hydra and will progress through the life cycle of the demo. We'll very simply assign resources to work to track the progress. We'll see how easy it is for someone to see what work they have to perform, and we'll look at some of the benefits that the pre-built blueprint provides, the guides, checklists, and required documents. We'll take a look at tracking all projects being overseen by managers. We'll have a look at the company-wide view and the work the resources have been allocated to. Finally, we'll take a look at some pre-built reports showing some easy-to-follow examples. So with that, let's move on to show Hydra in action. So here we are in Hydra. It's a modern, real-time interface that's accessible globally, anywhere you have an internet connection. These sections across the top tell you what you can access, and include some key ones that we'll look at in this session, such as the My Space area, showing every user what work they need to do and what projects they're involved in. The Project Management Office area to view and track all projects. The Project area for all the project management features, and Resources section to manage resource and view what your resources are working on. We can simply loan resources to projects, so a project manager can assign them to tasks or take things further and support resource managers and task-level conflict management if you need it. It's worth mentioning that we also provide a what-if scenario tool as well. We have the Blueprint section, which is where the best practice can be defined and improved. As mentioned before, the blueprint is your definition of how you deliver your projects. It enables you to standardize how you do things and constantly capture the reality of what happened to iterate and improve over time. We'll have a look at how some aspects of the predefined blueprint, such as the task guides, checklists, risks, deliverables, and document templates, are automatically available just by using Hydra. Finally, there's the reporting section that we'll take a look at too. So in this scenario, we've assumed that a new project has been automatically created in Hydra. Once it was created, I would have received an email to let me know it's ready to go. Opening that project, we're now in the project area. From here, we could see any custom information we need to know about this project, such as a reference number. We can also see our pre-built schedules, risks, deliverables, and finances. Let's move on and see what our schedule looks like. As our project has come pre-built, we already have a starting point. This structure can be as simple or as complex as we like. These are project tasks, but we can also build our plan up based on predefined deliverables to reflect small project work or large projects. These could be R&D projects, implementation projects, or testing or prototype projects. In fact, anything can be defined. We have all the typical project management features in here, such as adding new tasks, changing dates, and reorganizing work. What this is showing us is project tasks. Perhaps we might control some of the stage gates of this project in here as well, to ensure we have everything we need before we progress to the next stage, using Hydra's built-in approval, document, and governance features. Here, we can see that Hydra is suggesting that this needs to be done by a particular type of person. Let's assign someone to this. In this instance, I'll assign myself, but you could assign anybody. I'll also assign myself to a few more tasks. Let's move on from here and see what the resource themselves would see. But before that, we need to make our project live. We've been working with it in a draft state, so any changes we make are not final or visible until we make it live. Once the project is live, the resources assigned to work will get an email to let them know what they need to do. They can see their work very easily in Hydra, or in an Outlook calendar if needed. To see my work, I can go to the My Assignments area, which is designed to help give me a simple overview. You could also see this information using the Hydra mobile app. I can see which project I'm working on and what task I need to work on as well. I see when it's due and perhaps whether any documents are needed to be provided. One very handy feature is the pre-built guide for each task, shown directly from the blueprint. This can be configured to show text, images, or videos, so a resource knows exactly what they need to do or what process to follow to complete this task perfectly. This is a critical aid in helping organizations standardize what they do. So, let's say we've taken the guidance and finished this piece of work. You could submit timesheets in Hydra, but it may be simpler to just indicate the percentage progress of a piece of work. Let's complete a few tasks. You'll notice this task has an approval process for it, which is great to help govern the quality of work delivered using Hydra. In this case, I could send the completed task off to a peer or even a customer to approve it. As Hydra is generating real-time information, we can instantly see the progress of a project. Let's go back to our plan. Here we can see the progress of the project down to a task level. We can see the planned and actual values, and we can also see this from a cost and a revenue perspective as well. In the deliverable section, we can see a tracker for the progress of each deliverable a project might have. In this case, it could be multiple customer sites we're prototyping our new product with. These deliverables can be planned, but this perspective gets you away from a Gantt chart and focuses on the real-time progress and an automatic state based on the work the resource is completing. The project manager never has to manually manage this data. The progress and its state are automatically updated whenever work is complete. We can also see some more detailed finances for the project itself, and the costs spent and forecasted in a cash flow too. We can of course produce detailed and powerful reports based on the data held in Hydra, provide reports in a format you desire. Let's take a look quickly at the Project Management Office section. We can review all the projects that are being prepared in draft, the live, in progress projects, and also any historical closed projects. We can see the individuals responsible for these projects and take a look at the progress, cost, and revenue. These kinds of views in Hydra are designed to be collaborative, enabling you to talk to your project managers and discuss the real-time data with them. The progress section shows us planned versus actuals, and perhaps the time entered on a project. The cost and revenue tabs show some project level financial information. Finally, the checkpoints view gives you a great glance where all your projects and their checkpoints sit on a timeline. You'll want to see where your project's stage gates are, for example, and whether they are on time or running late. You can see that from here. Now let's take a quick look at the resource workload view. It may be of interest to have visibility of what all your resources are working on at any given time. This view allows you to see this on a per-person basis, taking a look at the utilization and allocated task hours for resources across any time period you'd like. The resources area is also important to manage the skills you have in your organization, so Hydra can help you identify the best resources for your project. In addition to many of the views in Hydra showing you this information, we can also take advantage of some pre-configured reports. To show some examples, let's go to the reports section. In here, you can view reports on all the projects you're delivering, or look at a particular one. In this case, let's look at everything. In this dashboard, you can see all the projects and their status and information, and also similar information for each deliverable. Perhaps we also want to see an overview of all critical risk across our projects, and maybe what task work had been completed in the last few weeks. There are many different ways you can configure these reports, and we have a business intelligence layer that takes all of this reporting even further, which can be customized to your needs. So that's been a brief introduction to Hydra, and an exploration into how Hydra can help improve your visibility and tracking of projects and resources. We've looked at many aspects that make Hydra unique, by blueprinting your best practice and complementing your processes with knowledge and governance. And we've also seen how a robust and easy to use interface allows you to control and track not only your projects, but the deliverables you're working on for your customers as well. I hope this has been a useful introduction to some Hydra concepts and features. And we're available whenever you need to take questions you may have on anything you've seen today. Thank you.